November 2016. Guys, nationwide, we're seeing students walk out. We're seeing protests from California to New York City. It's being covered. And one thing that I've noticed, that how young the protesters are. They're all college students, and in this case, Berkeley High School in California. And if anyone saw the Clinton concession speech, it was a continuation of fight with, and she threw in a little bit of participation because she doesn't want to participate in the federal prison program. But she kept saying, we will continue the fight. And who controls Hillary? It was George Soros. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. Notice the age group here. And this is Berkeley High School, California, but in New York, in San Francisco, the same age group. And it comes back to a pre-planned chess move called Common Core. Preparing America's students for success had nothing to do with success, has everything to do with dumbing down and mind control. It goes back to who George Soros represents, and many people that have infiltrated our society represent, and it's the Jesuits. It says, give me the child and I will mold the man. Give me the child for 7 years and I will give you the man. Give me the child until he is 7, and I care not who he is thereafter. Him thereafter, guys. What is that saying? Because by that time they will have molded that mind into this common core perception. And you see it now in the Trump protests, guys, and we've seen some of the most ignorant stuff. But it doesn't really go back to the Jesuits. It goes back to Aristotle. He said, give me the child until he's 7, I will show you the man. In other words, by that time, that young mind has been molded into a certain form that can be changed. But this article says there's a new curriculum sweeping through 45 of the 50 states. It's called Common Core, and it is much more than a curriculum. It's a movement to establish a rigid curricula in every state, which will have the effect of nationalizing our education system. Now, who is involved? George Soros, look at the bottom. Bill and Melinda Gates, Bill Ayers, and the Tide Foundation, along with other major progressive organizations, and the Obama administration. As a matter of fact, Obama has sold out our Department of Education to George Soros for this very reason, for this very chess move. Why? Because unlike Black Lives Matter, which is part of the same situation and part of the same system, but not nearly as well organized as Give Me the Child Until He's 7. Here it goes. It says it dumbs down the children, takes education out of the control of the states, and abandons traditional and classical education as well as basics such as cursive writing. It's a rigid national scheme with backers who make a great deal of money from it. Once in place, there will be no alternative. The Common Core standards are not any more effective than our current state curricula, but is likely to be a costly and unfunded mandate. Privacy rights are being sacrificed. Databases are established with every piece of info on the child, including personal and business data on the child's family. Family privacy law has been gutted so information can be shared. It will result in centralized collection of data on every child, sacrificing family privacy in the process. The Department of Education is talking about sharing the family information with the Department of Labor. It will result in the nationalization of education. It's a Marxist education that parallels the UN's education goals, guys. That's Agenda 21. Now, I hate to use the term zombies, but when you have absolute mind control, and guys, and look back over the years, some of the protests that we've seen at different rallies, mindless, beating drums and worse. But it's a government control of education, career, and economic trends is the end goal, government control. But George Soros, name is well known, as a billionaire. He has used his vast resources to take down the economies of a few countries, fund many leftist organizations such as ACORN, SEIU, Move On, and the ACLU, and hundreds others as well. He was the #1 backer for Hillary. When he invested his resources, it's because he sees an opportunity to promote his far-left agenda. His Open Society Institute recently partnered, here it goes, with the Department of Education. Obama's Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, is a big supporter of the open education movement. The whole White House, every department, from Department of Justice on down, has been taken over. Soros has funded his Open Society organization with $400 million to promote his agenda. That's a fraction. He's put billions into all the different programs. It's all about mind control, control over the entire world, called the New World Order. Now, why would I go into the detail of this? It's because we're seeing this group, this age group, guys, of children that have been controlled. What will it lead to? Soros's next chess move, Clinton's next chess move, to bring in riots, to bring in control, to bring in martial law, to stop the transition of power. Do you understand what the second chess move is? I hope you do. Talk to your kids if they are in this group. It may, like he said, give them to me till they're 7, and I care not what happens after that. I have them. It's Satan talking through Aristotle, then through the Jesuit priesthood. It's a heads up. Be safe.